Are you the one that put recording this? You're on mute. You're on mute. You're still on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now.
So it seems like she's already recording on her end, and
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like it's giving me authority to record on my end.
That's fine. But where is she?
You know what? I don't know. She seems like she let us in the meeting, but she's not in yet.
Okay.
At this point, we just gotta wait, and if she doesn't show up, then we can, log out, call Mark to see if we can just send it through via email. But we'll just be on standby for now.
All right. I'm cool with that.
Hi, Jen. Good morning, or good afternoon. Sorry. I was wondering if you can hear me. All right, all right, that's fine. So I guess what we can do now is we'll just go ahead and we'll deliver the update and the notice, and maybe we can end the call right after that. So I guess you're gonna sign back in.
She put a chat.
Yeah, I see it. So okay, so we just wait for her to sign back in.
Right.
Hi, Jennifer, can you hear me now?
Oh, there we go. I can hear you.
All right,
Can you
thank
hear
you.
me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I guess I just had to sign back in.
All right. All right, so good afternoon. Thank you for scheduling the Zoom call and taking time to meet with me and Dave. So just to cover our grounds, at the moment, I am the acting HR director. So this is why I set up the meeting with you today. And then with us
Oh.
also is CFO Dave, who is currently the acting VP for OAA as well, which is why he's present here today as well.
Yes, that's why I know about Dave. I didn't get the memo about Polly.
Yeah, so that was sent out, I believe, on Friday. So she was on leave starting on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so just to mention, because our current president, VP, and director is all off island at the moment, it's important that we provide you with this information so that we can ensure that we don't have any setbacks or further delays regarding this matter. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So Dave and I, we were privileged to receive some information, and we're caught up with information that you've had regarding communication with Frankie and Miss Polly regarding this situation. And so as a result of that, we're here today to provide you with some information regarding that.
What kind of information?
So we were informed that you did submit timesheets to cover a total of 4 pay periods. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So at the moment, I know that you had submitted those to VP Frankie, and because they're off island, we are unable to provide you with a finalized decision on those timesheet submissions, and we were instructed to deliver a notice that as of right now, those timesheets are still under further review, but because those timesheets covered a certain time period from approximately December 9th to January, I'm looking at it.
21.
The timesheets, it covers
To January 21.
Yes, correct. Yeah. So within that time period, there is a 2-week admin leave that was granted to all NMC staff. And so one of the updates that we wanted to give you was that 2 weeks would be paid out to you because it was paid out to everyone else. Aside from everything, all the other unaccounted dates, those will be under further review.
And why is this?
That is under the decision of the president. So that's as much as we can provide you at the moment.
What Roman's trying to say is that we don't really know what the decision is. So
yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't see what the issue is. I spoke with Frankie about it. The last time we spoke, it sounded like everything was gonna go straight through, and I don't understand why all of a sudden, when I was expecting this, and I went through all of the trouble to get everything that he asked for. And I have the doctor's notes to what else is needed. I don't understand.
Yeah, so we are aware that you did submit your timesheets with leave slips and doctor's notes, and those are all with VP Frankie, President HR Polly. But at this moment, it is still under further review, and that is what we currently have right now for you. All right.
So when you say you're gonna pay out the okay, so I guess I just need to know sooner rather than later, only because due to circumstances beyond everyone's control, especially because of my medical condition, I have allotments going to pay for my rent.
Okay.
So if I don't get paid, then the landlord doesn't get paid. And so I'm really concerned about that because it's been, I don't know what to say, like, because this has happened before, especially like, and then I just went ahead and I paid it myself upfront. And then when my paychecks finally came out 5 months later, they subtracted it, and so they gave too much, and so then they had to wait for reimbursement, all that. So it's just, this is not the first time it's happened. I would just like to know, like, a decision. Why is, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't understand why I've been let on. I could have, I don't know. I mean, I was expecting it to come, and I told my landlord that it was coming. I don't know what happened, but not just because of that, but I mean, I need to have there must be some reason that needs to be communicated to me. It's not enough to say, I'm sorry, it's under review. I'm sorry, it's under review, because it's been a long time.
So at this moment, Jennifer, I'm not too familiar of the detailed communication that you've had with VP Frankie regarding, your submissions of your leave and your timesheets, but we were given the information of your timesheets still being under review at this moment, and that your 2 weeks for the paid admin leave will be paid out to you.
So the thing about the admin leave is that they spread out over 2 different pay periods. So how are you just gonna, how will that work? I'll get 2 different checks from, I don't know. How would you do that? How would that work?
The admin leave payouts will be done in one check. That'll be that during that time period. But for this purpose, Roman and we're just witnesses to this thing, and we're just being asked to deliver the message. That's what we're doing here. So this is an executive decision above us.
Oh my God.
And again, we just started our acting shift basically today for some of us, and we only found out some of this information. That's why we had to keep you informed. In addition to this, I know Roman is going to mention about the in the review process, there was a review process of when you were on a trip, and then also the president and the VP and Polly are still negotiating. I mean, not negotiating, but discussing the outcomes of those visits. I mean, those submissions. So, in the meantime, Roman, what's next step of this?
Yes, so in the meantime, so aside from the timesheets still being under review, Jen, per the executive decision of the president, you will be placed on paid administrative leave from now until further notice.
And again, you're just a messenger, is that it? No reason whatsoever.
At this point, that is correct. We were given prior information regarding this, and we were given the notice of your paid admin leave and your paid administrative leave effective today.
Yeah, and the information is being generated based on your review of your leave. I mean, your absence from NMC during this time period, the timesheet. So that again needs to be clarified, and we have not any deeper information.
Which I have already cleared with my supervisor and the VP. So
we don't know that
it's on him. I don't know why he hasn't communicated to the president or whoever he needs to, but he knows everything, and everything is settled. From my end, this is all a big surprise. All of this is a big surprise. I had plans to do my work and continue my work, and now you're telling me that I have to stop.
Yeah, that was provided to us to communicate with you today.
I don't mean to put this out on you. It's just that, of course, I'm very upset because this is unprofessional and scandalous, I think. I'm tired of it.
Okay.
And I just want to put that on the record that.
Yeah, so we just want to ensure that we were able to give you a verbal delivery of this. I will be sending out an email after this, really just putting everything out in black and white. And I guess if there's any other questions that you may have, you can direct those to, the president who has the final decision on this and who.
He's off island, right? So I
Yes,
can't
that's
ask
true.
him.
So that's why, and I believe that's why the admin leave has been taking place, because the decision will not be delivered until he returns back to Saipan.
And when will that be?
He should be returning back next week. That's when his delegation is up.
What date?
I believe that would be
February.
14, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So sometime next week he'll be able to communicate, and that's you should be expecting some sort of notice either from him or from VP Frankie.
So what do I do with the meetings that I have scheduled and people who are waiting for me to, what do I do? Are you guys going to take care of that for me? Am I going to have access to email, or are you going to delete my whole history again, or will I still have access to my email account?
Yeah, we didn't get any notice about withholding your email access. So as far as I'm concerned, you would still be able to access your email while you're placed on admin leave.
Okay, so will there be some kind of notice, like the vacation response or something that says, sorry, so I'm on leave or whatever, please refer whatever to whoever?
I do believe you can set up that notice on your end, but in terms of referring it to another person, I am not sure who that point of contact would be.
Yeah, so
if that's the case, since I'm the default VP in this situation, I guess you can refer them to me, but I'm not gonna, I have no, experience in what you're referring to. So I can try my best to respond.
okay.
But again, it's just because I'm active.
I know, I don't know, it's, yeah.
A very unique time to deliver this message. So, but yeah, so that's all that I have on my end. And if there's any questions, like I mentioned, I believe you can reserve those for the president, and then those would be addressed upon his return, as well as the decision regarding your timesheet submissions.
Okay, so
we will be contacting you about the paid administrative leave that you got for the 2 weeks, the one you mentioned, asked about earlier. So
about the holidays.
Within those time periods that we had, December 18th to January 2nd.
And I just turned in my timesheet from this last pay period.
I believe I'm trying to track back some of my emails. One moment. For an email from Frankie, I believe the timesheet submitted covering January 24th to February 4th.
Okay.
Would follow through. So have you submitted that to him already?
I emailed it just earlier.
Okay, so I believe if it was submitted to Carla, which I believe is the point of contact for OEA.
Sent it to Carla and
okay.
Acting CFO Dave and Frankie.
Okay, so that should be that should follow through for an email from Frankie.
Okay, but okay, and it would be allotted into my account like usual.
Yeah, based on your designated allotments through finance.
Okay, so there are there's some outstanding administrative POs that are still pending.
Is that in regards to OAI or?
It's in regards to NMC.
Oh.
So there are at least 1, 2, 3 POs that, well, pretty much these people haven't gotten paid, and we're looking bad, to the nationals, because we're not paying our invoices, which is, I forwarded the email to Daisy and Dennis, because I know that they filled in that PO back when we moved the conference. So they haven't gotten paid. So now, nobody can be a member of a head until they get paid. So I asked Daisy to follow up, but I haven't heard from her. I guess everyone's busy with stuff. It's been tough to me. But that's one, and then the other two, it's
So these
who's
people,
gonna do people know to take care of that, or is it just gonna hang? Because I mean, I offered several times to help, and I'm here, and I'll answer any questions that you have related to, like even you said, because no one should have to start over. No one should be left hanging. What do you have? Does anybody have a plan for that, or do we just wait until?
Once the POs come to me, I will review them for you and double check.
Yeah, that's the
If
problem.
you need
It's probably
clearance from Frankie, then we'll get that done. But it hasn't reached my level yet.
yeah, that's the problem. Well,
So-
okay. So I guess there's nothing I can
Yeah, so
do
that-
now.
yeah, that's all I have on my end, Jen. So I'll go ahead and now send you the email, the official email after this, and then we can go from there. And like Dave mentioned, he'll give you an update in regards to the admin leave payout for the winter break, and we can we'll just wait for President and VP Frankie to return back.
What about so the pay period 26?
So I know that I was looking through, so the pay periods that were submitted were for 26, 27, and for this year's pay period 1 and 2.
Yep.
So for whatever the 2-week administrative leave falls under, that part of the pay period will be covered. So from December 18th to January 2nd, that portion of the duration of those 4 pay periods will be covered and will be paid out to you.
Okay, so with that, that's not going to count as a regular pay. I'm just wondering, will there be deductions for, say, my retirement, as well as the allotment that I, and for my medical and stuff, like what's going to come out of that paycheck? Because yeah.
I'm not too familiar with how the deductions are made on finances end, but I would believe that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would believe that the initial biweekly deductions will be taking place for that 2 weeks, but I'm not sure exactly the actual amount that they'll be taking out.
Okay, yeah, I'm just wondering if my medical insurance my premiums are getting paid, and all of those things, and if they're not, then I need to take care of it. I need to know what's being paid and what's not. So if you can help, someone can help me out with that, that would be helpful.
I believe maybe what we could do is we'll try and inquire with payroll to see what deductions or where you at with your deductions in regards to your coverages.
Yeah.
And if there's any indication that coverage would end because of no payment, then we'll be sure to let you know so that you can, handle that on your end.
Okay. So then pay period 26, I want to bring that was just a late submission. I don't see that there's any question at all about that. It's pretty straightforward. There's no acting VP. Could you approve that?
I'm only authorized to release this December 18th to January 2nd. Everything else is still under review. That's what we're instructed based on
Goodness.
Yeah, so and then what Roman mentioned about the January 24th to February 4th.
Okay, yeah.
That's the latest one that came out. Those are the only 2 that were authorized to look at. Everything else, again, we have no say at this
I
point.
see. Okay, so so Roman, I sent you an email earlier. Do you think we can talk about that leader.
Sure, okay. Yeah,
Okay. I'll give you a
if-
call.
yeah, that's fine, that's fine.
Okay. Okay, thanks. And I guess thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time. I really appreciate it. So just been standby for my email as well. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys. Have a good
Yeah,
day.
thanks.
Yes.
Bye.